Hello everyone and welcome to my walkthrough of Super Bomberman. I have been trying to do a retro game once again for the longest time, and I've been working hard on doing so, and this is pretty much the best that I can possibly do that my computer can handle without having any issues with computing power. Anyway, you drop bombs with the A button, and you use the D-pad to move, and that is pretty much it. That thing that I grabbed right there lets you drop more bombs. You can drop up to 9 bombs at once, and right now I have 2 bomb power-ups, so that means I can drop 3. And really, that's all there is to this game. It certainly seems like that at first, doesn't it? But strategy aspects start to show their faces as you go along in the game. That little item that I got there was a fire-up power-up. It increases the blast radius of your bombs by 1 square. This can also go up to 9. That intro that you've seen at the very beginning, you know, with the flashy film cinematic background thingy thing, well, that is not in the American version of the game. That was for some reason taken out, and I just decided to add it right back in. Well, I had to get the, Japanese thingy, but still. The objective in each level or world, whatever you want to call it, is to kill all the enemies, then find the portal and exit the place. It's very, very simple, yet extremely addicting, as you'll see as I go into it later. You can also get hit by your own bomb blasts, which will kill you, as will the enemies themselves. It's classic, it's classic, gameplay mechanics there. If you so much as brush an enemy, for some reason you die. I don't get that, but if you blast the portal, that's the thing that if you exit the level, if you go into that portal, the level will end, but you can't go into it until you destroy all the enemies, and if you blast that portal, more enemies will respawn out of it. So that's one of the sort of things that you have to be careful with, and is also a part of the strategy aspects that I'll be covering later. Come on, little guy. Thank you. I just need to blow you up once. Thank you. And now I can go into the portal and go to the next level. I took a long time to explain it, because, that's just the first thing and how it goes. You can abuse your invincibility time here by rapid spamming bombs like this, but I don't really know if I can consider that fair. Needless to say, you can chain explode your bombs if they get caught in their own explosions, and there will also be enemies that will explode a little bit later on in the game. That's all I really have to cover about that. I don't want to spoil anything until I get there, and I'm also going to let you interpret the storyline how you see fit, at least until I get to the very end of the game, then I'll explain it, because I think with some games it's just more fun to interpret things the way that you want to. Well, I shouldn't say the way you want to, the way you envision it, as opposed to it being spelled out for you. So I'm just gonna see what your thoughts on the story is throughout this game. And yes, there is a little bit of story, as you've seen in the intro, and there will be a few other little pieces along the way as we go. You'll see as we get there. Oh, by the way, those items that I pick up, those little square things, there's different variations of them as well, which also add to the strategy of this game. In these early levels, I'm blowing up all these things just to look for more items to get, because they're just like that right there. Because the more power-ups you have, the better off you are. There's also a little roller skate item thingy, and what that'll do is increase your speed. Okay, come on, bunnies. Yeah! I feel so bad for destroying the bunnies, or at least they look like bunnies. I mean, look at them, they're so cute. But alas, I must destroy the bunnies, otherwise I will never, ever finish the levels. I think it is a worthy sacrifice. By the way, drop a bomb when enemies are 5 squares away from where you're standing, and they should get caught in the blast of it, unless you have a higher blast radius, of course. Then you will have a lot easier time to time your blasts, and that's, as I said, why you... Whoa, I really want that! That's called the kick, and what you can use that for is to kick bombs by walking into them. By the way, you lose items like that if you should ever die. Not like bomb ups like that, but I'm talking about special items. There's also a remote control, a boxing glove, a wall walk. I think there's a bomb walk. I'm not sure if that's in this game yet, but it's definitely in its sequel. Yeah, there's a multitude of sequels for this game. I might do the second one. It all depends how this one goes. You know what, I really don't feel like going after those two at the bottom left corner there. I'm just gonna leave the level. And now, here's the bomb enemies I was talking about a little bit earlier. That after a little while, they blast just like a regular bomb, and they have 3 squares in power. You'll notice that some enemies take multiple hits to destroy, like these bubbly-headed guys things. I have no idea what they're called. In fact, I don't know what any of the enemies in this game are called, but hey, what else is new? This is a PK Gam walkthrough. I walk through the gameplay, not the tiny details. Oh, see this vest here? It gives you invincibility time, so you can do this if you want to! Yeah, as I said, I'm not going to abuse that. Although that will probably come in handy for you if you'd like to try that on certain places like bosses. Yes, this game does have bosses, despite its initial appearance of just destroying the enemies as you go. It just starts out really basic, and then it adds in more strategic elements to it. Thank you, bomb guy! You see that at the bottom right corner there? You can also, sometimes lead enemies into other enemies to cause damage to them. Again, another strategic aspect of this. Bomberman games look simple at first appearance, but the more you get into them, the more you'll see that they are worthy of their cult classic status. And there we go. These games, these Bomberman games, I lived, slept, and breathed these games as a kid. I mean, these... Oh, hello, remote control. Now, this is a really awesome item here. Drop a bomb. Now, wait, I'll show you that blue guy's. He can eat your bombs. so you normally have to time your bomb blasts like that, and yeah, I'm just gonna take care of him because he's really in the way. Now, if you drop a bomb, he'll actually go after that bomb, but otherwise you'd have to time your blast. But since I have the remote control, I could just do stuff like that to really cheese that enemy out. As a matter of fact, the remote control adds another element of strategy to it, as well as speed, so now I'll be able to really blast through these things as fast as I possibly can. By the way, you blow your bombs up by pressing the B button, or... Oh, shoot! And I lost my remote control. That's how you could do your remote control thingy there. And I also lost my kick as well, which is really disappointing. That's really all there is to that item. I'll eventually find a boxing glove later on that'll allow me to punch bombs with ye ol' Y button. And I can't blast those things without hitting the portal. That is blasphemy. Yes, I just did a pun there of sorts. Oh, and the reason why I died there was because I'm using a Xbox controller for Windows, and its D-pad, I've never really been comfortable with the D-pad, because what happens is that it's like a really, it feels like I'm rotating on some sort of round ball like sorts rather than it being a flat surface. So what happens is that I accidentally end up hitting diagonals. It works, it's just that I'm not used to it. That's my issue, and I'm gonna end up dying for it. Oh dang it, I wanted that wall walk item. That item that you've seen there, as I said, was called a wall walk, and it allows you to walk over these blocks right here, the one that I'm pointing at here. You can't walk over these. There's a difference between these blocks. You can't blow up the red ones with the squares. They're always in a grid-like fashion, like these things right here. But these ones you can blow up. They're called soft walls. These are called hard walls. That's really all there is to that. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to show that, which makes me very sad. It's pretty fun to just like jump around the level by being able to just walk through the whole thing and just skip most of it while you're able to destroy trapped enemies and stuff like that before you have to blast them out of their containment areas, so to speak. Maybe I'll get another one a little bit later. In fact, I'm almost positive I'll get another wall walk item later. But first, I'd like to find where the heck the portal is. Ah, there it is. Because I just want to make sure that I don't, like, get myself into a position that I'll accidentally blast the portal, or that bomb guy will accidentally blast the portal and cause other enemies to spawn. I think I'm gonna end it off here. Well, actually, no, wait, I can go on further. I'm miscounting the seconds here on my Cam Studio here, so I can keep going. It's just that whenever you record too long with Cam... Whoa, those tank guys, in case you didn't realize they shoot fire. If you record too long with Cam Studio, or at least if you do it, or at least if it does it with me, I don't know if it'll do it with you, but what'll happen is it'll corrupt the video file, and I'll have to do it all the way from the very beginning, which would really suck, to say the least. Oh, extra life. Those little Bomberman bodies there, right there, are extra life. Yeah, didn't really have to say more than that. I don't know why I'm over-explaining things here, but there you go. Bomb guy, you will get blown up. You'd think that a bomb, that can blow itself up, to blast other blocks as well, would also, like, be immune to other explosions, but that is apparently not the case. But I probably shouldn't question the game logic, and I really should get rid of that bomb guy down there, otherwise he's gonna be incredibly in the way otherwise. Well, at least if he gets over to that portal. Otherwise, those tank dudes aren't really all that much of a big deal. I can just time my blast to hit them, and woo, I'm a little frightened when they gang up on me like that, though. Well, they wander kind of aimlessly, but that aimlessness also gives them unpredictability, and in turn, sometimes can lead to deaths. Come on over here. Oh, dang it. And wasted bombs. Well, actually, you have an unlimited supply of bombs, but still. Oh, dang it. Go, 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 go. Move, 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 move. Oh, okay. Coming over here. No. Why are you not going over to me? I am tasty, delicious robot meat. Come, though. There we go. Finally. And speed up. Notice it'll get a little bit faster when you grab those things. Yep. And next level! Every 8th stage is a boss. Epic music! And this guy is quite creepy. And I'm gonna sort of... Nah, I'm not actually gonna do that. I'll show you the real way on how to do this. You're just supposed to catch him in your bomb explosion, and I believe those rocks actually hurt you. So just stay away from the front of him, and try and lead him over to where you are. He sort of... kind of maybe homes in on you just a little bit. It's really hard to tell with this guy, but this is the first boss of the game. It's not very hard in the least, and he shouldn't be. That's why I didn't really have any trouble just messing around there with the invincibility trick that I showed you a little bit later, and even though I said he was easy, he still managed to kill me somehow. He does swing that hammer awfully unpredictably, but well, it's not that big of a deal to dodge at. Yeah, I don't remember if those rocks hurt you at all. I don't... And he's dead. It doesn't really matter at this point. Maybe I should have tested that. I don't know. Just avoid the front of him, and you'll also avoid the rocks. And that's it for level 1, and we're going over to the circus-like place. Why did I say circuit? I think I stopped in my lettering or grammar. But what I'm going to be doing here is pausing with ye ol' start button and save stating between parts, because, I don't really want to lose the place that I am, as long as, with the items as well as that. But if you should ever die and get a game over, you'll get a password to continue where you left off. I think. I'm pretty sure that you do, because this game is a password-based game and not a save file type game. That's why I think that. It's just been such a long time since I've played this game, and yeah, I'm still good at Bomberman. I don't remember all the little details. I'm bound to get a game over screen eventually. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this part, and I'll see you in the next part.